Hello and welcome to Star Citizen and the 2950 Intergalactic Aerospace Expo FreeFly with a quick start guide for how to get involved with the event for new players. So between the 20th of November and the 2nd of December 2020, the Star Citizen Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2950 event is on. The FreeFly portion starts from 10 PM UTC and gives anyone the ability to try Star Citizen for free. Also during that time, it gives all players the chance to try out almost every ship that's been flyable in Star Citizen from the in-game expo at New Babbage. If you are an entirely new player, you'll need a Star Citizen account that you can make from the link below. Signing up via that link will give you 5,000 Alpha UEC of the in-game currency as a bonus. Whether you make a new account or you already have one, you'll have access to the live build of the game during the FreeFly period. No additional steps required. You will have access to the game and a Origin 100i as a loaner ship to use, as well as anything else you fancy renting from the expo hall. Download Star Citizen and install it, preferably to an SSD or your fastest drive. That will give you the best possible experience. Once in-game, select Persistent Universe, create your character, then select the Stanton system and New Babbage, and then visit location. This will have you spawn in a bed in a hab at New Babbage on Microtech, where the expo is located. Pressing Y or moving should get you out of bed. Holding F allows you to interact with objects, such as doors or vehicles. You can further interact with your inventory and character by holding F and pressing right mouse button. This allows you to access a contextual radial menu with various actions. Use the elevator to go to the ground floor, and then follow the signs to the Tobin Convention Center and the expo. At the expo, there will be 2 halls full of ships and ground vehicles. Most of these will be rentable. Hold F and then left click on them to rent. You'll have access to the ship for 48 hours. There will be new ships and manufacturers at the expo every day, so check back regularly. You'll probably also want to fly your spaceships or drive your vehicles that you've just rented. Take a tram 2 stops from the station you came in on and follow the signs to the spaceport. At the spaceport, you can take the elevators to the surface to spawn a ground vehicle, or just use a vehicle retrieval console in the hangars there to select and spawn a ship. This will tell you what hangar that ship's been spawned at, and then you'll need to remember that, and then go to the elevator nearby and travel to that hangar. If you lose your ship, you can reclaim it at those vehicle retrieval consoles too. When you're next to your ship, you'll need to find the entry point to enter your ship, then interact with it by holding F and selecting an action. There are lots of different ships with many types of entry point, from side opening cockpits and retractable ladders for fighters, rear ramps for some ships, or elevators in the center of a ship. I'll let you work out how to get into your ship. Once you're in the pilot chair in your cockpit, you will want to flight ready your ship by pressing R. This turns on all the systems. Then use your mobiGlas with F1 and go to the Comlink app. Alternatively, you can press F11, which will just open up the Comlink app straight away. You want to contact your ATC, the local flight control, in the friends section. Call them and they will open the hangar doors for you. Leave the hangar. If you're at Lawville or Area 18, there will also be a flight corridor when you land or when you leave that you'll have to fly through as well. Press space to make your ship ascend. Left control makes it descend. W, S, A, and D will make it move or strafe forward, backwards, or slow down, left and right respectively. X is space brake and will help you slow down and stop. Your mouse will change the pitch and yaw of your craft. Mouse wheel changes the maximum speed of your ship. Left shift is afterburner, and that will make you accelerate faster. Q and E will roll your ship. If you have a ship with VTOL thrusters, K will change the orientation of the engines. L will toggle lights on and off. You can get a mission from the contract manager in the mobiGlas by pressing F1. Make sure you fully read the missions so you know what you're getting into. Though for the most part, missions spawn relatively locally. Some will have you traveling extremely long distances though. So you've got your ship, you've got your mission, but how do you get to your mission? You open up your StarMap by pressing either F1 to open your mobiGlas, then select the Skyline app at the bottom, or you can just press F2 to go straight to that StarMap. You can use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. You can double left click to zoom into an area or planet. You can double right click on an area of space to zoom out. When zoomed in, more points of interest will become apparent, and you can select these and set them as a destination. You'll want to find your mission here and then set route. You can only quantum jump if you're far enough away from a planet. Space stations have no such restrictions. Press B to spool your drive. You'll see your selected destination on your ship HUD, so align to this. Once your quantum drive is spooled and calibrated, press and hold B to initiate the jump. Some destinations may require several jumps, and after long jumps, your quantum drive will need some time to cool down before you can jump again. Depending on the mission you've selected, you may be dogfighting or PvPing. If you have to engage in ship combat, you'll be able to see nearby enemies on your radar and HUD. Pointing your reticle at a target or looking at it will select and highlight it, but you'll want to lock a target to get combat information and be able to accurately fire at it. Pressing T will lock the currently highlighted target. If you've got nothing that is currently highlighted, then it will cycle through eligible targets in your view and lock them. You can lock onto the nearest attacker that is locked onto you by pressing 4 or 5. That will cycle through hostiles regardless of whether they've locked onto you or not. Left click fires weapon group 1, right click fires weapon group 2. You're going to want to aim at the pip, the predicted impact point marker that's drawn off the enemy. If available, you can cycle fire modes with G, either fixed, firing straight forward, manual gimbal, aims where your mouse cursor is, or auto gimbal, which is a light auto aim, which will attempt to track your target for you, but you still have to fire, and you still have to aim a bit. If your ship has missiles, you can press middle mouse to start a lock-on. Once this is complete, press and hold the middle mouse button to launch the missile. Conversely, if you need to defend yourself from missiles, you can press H for a flare and J for a chaff countermeasure. The first-person shooter element of the game plays like pretty much any other FPS game. 1, 2, and 3 will switch weapons. 0 pulls out your fists for melee. Middle mouse will do takedowns if available. T is flashlight. X is crawl. Control is crouch. Tapping R will reload, holding R will holster your weapon. C will use a medpen if equipped. This will heal you if you're injured and also stop bleeding. These are important. Dying is part of Star Citizen though, and currently you will do it often. Don't worry about it too much. You can also force respawn on yourself by holding backspace. This is useful if you are stuck. You can rearm, refuel and repair your ship using the Vehicle Maintenance Services app while at space stations or landing zones. You will need to request a landing in the same way that you requested a takeoff, and then they'll assign you a pad or hangar to land on. There is a huge amount to buy in Star Citizen, from outfitting or upgrading your ship loadout, to weapons and armor for your character. With a variety of stores around the verse, you can equip your ship or character from the Mobiglass Vehicle Manager loadout or Equipment Manager, respectively. Star Citizen has thirst and hunger, so eating and drinking every so often is recommended. You can also buy food and drink from various stores around the verse and store items in your personal inventory if you have appropriate armor equipped, and you can access that via, as I said earlier, holding F and right clicking. If you find yourself waking up in a prison in Star Citizen, that's probably because you did something criminal. You can see how long is left of your sentence in the central hub there, and when your time's up, head over to the elevators to return to your life of freedom. You can do missions in prison or earn merits by mining. This will get you out of prison quicker. You can also try and escape, but I will leave you, like with many other things in Star Citizen, to discover that yourself. Star Citizen is very much in its alpha stage, and reporting bugs on the issue council is something that you can do to help development of the game, as is participating on feedback threads on the Spectrum forums. Have your say in the game's evolution. Star Citizen is very much a beautiful tourist destination at the moment. Experiment with a variety of ships and missions. Go and have a look at the various sites of the universe. Consider joining an organization as well, because Star Citizen is best played with a group. I hope you enjoy the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo and the FreeFly event, and if you've got any questions, chuck them in the comments down below. Each month we have a ship giveaway. For November, we are giving away a Mercury Star Runner again. This highly anticipated multi-role ship is great for small to medium-sized crews that want to do a bit of everything, whether that be cargo running, data running, missions, combat, smuggling, all that sort of jazz. All you've got to do to be in for a chance of winning one is comment on any of my videos made for November, including this one. More details down below. What am I shilling for today, I hear you ask? Do you hate it when people steal all of your money and your house over the internet? I know I do. NordVPN may have been invented by wizards to help protect your personal data from the prying eyes of the dark web, a sinister cabal of technomancers that grow in power the more they know about your browsing habits. The true story of NordVPN's origins are unknown and lost to the ages, and without using facts, no one really knows how it provides more accessibility to otherwise censored websites or a safer security experience for all that use it. All I know is that it does, and that when you sign up to it, the power level of my bank account grows, and I use it, and maybe you should too.